I was sleeping peacefully, dreaming of the life I was ready to lead. Silas was curled up next to me in his snow leopard form, keeping me warm, and Alistair was watching television down in the living room. It was a cool night, and I knew there was colder weather on the horizon. I felt Silas shift on the bed, and then I heard a hiss. I turned my head towards Silas, and he was on all fours with his teeth bared. I felt heat and the horrid smell of putrid death breathing in my face. I turned my head to find the weight shift on my bed wasn't Alistair, but a grotesque demon trying to hypnotize me with sleep paralysis. I sighed, lifted my right hand, and snapped my fingers. The demon was launched off me and pinned to the ceiling. I blinked my eyes a few times to focus and look at the demon. I'd never seen him before in any realm I've visited. I got out of bed and the demon's eyes went wide. I was naked and the moonlight washed over me, revealing the glow that sat atop my head. "Angel," he said in a grim, gruff voice. "Nephilim, asshole. Who are you?" I asked. "You're not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for the demon witch Layla," he replied. "You found her. Now who are you?" I asked. "You can't be her. You have a halo. The Layla I'm looking for is a vicious sort of witch with demon blood running through her veins. You look like a puny angel who's out of her element in this world," he replied. "I'm not the one pinned to the ceiling, asshole. Try again," I said. "I'm Cyprin, and I know what Layla Firestar looks like, and you're not her," he replied. Silas was standing in front of me, still in his snow leopard form. His growl was low and ominous, but he was ready to pounce at a moment's notice. I snapped my fingers, and the lights came on in the room. I looked up at Cyprin and could see he wasn't a run-of-the-mill demon. His eyes were black, his pupils were red, and he was cloaked in black and silver robes. He gave me a death glare and put my hands on my hips. "Let me know when you're done staring at my breast," I said. "How are you an angel when you have a shifter standing in front of you guarding your naked body?" Cyprin asked. "I told you already. I'm a Nephilim, not a regular angel. Tell me why you came here," I asked. "I told you already. I've come for Layla Firestar," Cyprin replied. "Yes, why have you come for me?" I asked. "I've come to take your head," Cyprin replied. "It's right here," I said, pointing to my head. "If you're really Layla Firestar, then I would have sensed it when I entered the room. Since I didn't sense your true essence, then you can't be Layla Firestar," Cyprin replied. "I'm guessing you don't know what Layla Firestar looks like or truly smells like, do you?" I asked. "No, I've never met the famous Layla Firestar, but I know it can't be you. You're too meek, calm, and quiet," Cyprin replied. "Did you expect me to scream and run out of the room crying?" I asked. "I expected you to be bigger," Cyprin replied. "Yet I have to point out that you're the one pinned to the ceiling," I said. "Which is why you can't be who you say you are," Cyprin replied. "Okay, I'll let you off the ceiling and you can show me exactly who you are. I'll get dressed before I let you down, though. I don't like the way you're staring at my body," I said. "Even for a liar, you can be a sexy one," Cyprin replied. I left Silas to guard the demon pinned to the ceiling. I walked over to the wardrobe and pulled out a pair of black leather pants that were laced up the side with red leather string. A black leather corset with red leather string holding it together. I looked sexy, and I knew it, but I had to get my hair tied up or else this idiot demon was going to rip it out. I walked over to the nightstand beside my bed and grabbed my hair tie. I pulled my hair up in a messy bun and secured it with the hair tie before I slipped into my socks and combat boots. I didn't care if I was in my own home or not. I wasn't going to be ugly while fighting this intruding demon. After taking my time getting dressed, I got into a fighting stance. I snapped my fingers, and the demon was released from the ceiling.